Good evening. This is live at Studio G with DaytonRocks.com. I'm Treeann Smith, and this is my co-host, Jen Tilton. Hi, Jen. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Very excited to be back in the studio. Tonight, we are live here with singer-songwriter Todd the Fox. How are you doing tonight, Todd?
I'm doing excellent. I'm very happy to be here. Well, you know, that may be a little stretch of the truth. I feel like I'm missing about 30% of the act tonight.
Yeah?
Maybe 45, something like that. Yeah, I've got my partner, Lisa Bunny. She's my washboard player. She is very ill and could not make it tonight. So.
Oh, we're sorry to hear that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, she can be with us in spirit, and I'm sure you will represent well for the both of you. So.
I do a better job chatting her up than she does. So, yeah.
Excellent. Well, then we will just keep on going.
For those of you who don't know Todd, he's a very active contributor to a diverse number of music projects in the Dayton community, starting with the frontman of his show, Todd the Fox Band.
Ironically called Todd the Fox. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Well, and joined by Lisa on the washboard. You guys are a very old-timey combination.
Yeah, yeah. We always call it, I always say it's somewhere between bluegrass and the blues. So if you like those kind of musics, if you are into, you know, the hill foot stomping stuff.
Yeah,
yeah. You'll like what
whiskey
we do.
drinking and moonshine and stuff.
Yeah, you know it. I feel like we just met and we're best friends.
I know. Well, hey, we'll definitely hang out.
That's we've been pushed to find a title and a label for it, and it's one of those like what do you call it when people play homemade instruments like a suitcase drum? You know, I built a suitcase drum and put jingles and stuff on the thumper, and then
awesome.
You know, she plays the washboard. You know, they're all actual used washboards from swap meets and things like that. It's
also very green too. I mean, it's not only fabulous and original, but you know, you're also looking at something that you're reconstructing things and making them new again, and I think that's fantastic.
I'd never really considered it that way, but yeah. We just have this whole, we like to do just something a little different and kind of old-timey. When I first learned to play slide, it was from making cigar box guitars. And it's literally,
love cigar boxes. I've actually made cigar box purses myself.
Okay, you know them. Yeah, you are the one who always gets them on eBay. Yeah, we have a little rivalry there.
We'll arm wrestle over it later.
All right, fair enough. So, you know, I learned to play slide on a cigar box guitar, and you know, she learned to play washboard on a reclaimed washboard. And, you know, we built the suitcase drum and all that. So that's what do you call that kind of music?
Right.
So, yeah.
How do you can't really put a label on it,
right.
You know?
So
labels are for cans anyways.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Well, okay, so you and Lisa are quite the duo. And I mean, it's not every day that you see someone playing a washboard on stage. So can you tell me a little bit about how the duo got started and what the inspiration behind the washboard was?
Well, you know, it's weird. Lisa doesn't really come from a musical background. She's an artist.
Okay.
She paints. So she works on oil, a little bit of acrylic, but she really likes oil painting. It allows her to go in and, you know, make adjustments in her own time and you know, make everything just right.
Right.
And she has a very, very unique, specific style. It's
cool.
Like pop culture, sci-fi influenced, surrealist kind of thing.
Wow, that's quite the description.
Yeah, you have to see it.
You know what? I'm going to Google it as soon as I get home.
Yeah, but I actually met her at an art show. I went to this art show, and it's the typical depressing, like, oh, here's somebody who's obviously mad at their stepdad. I get it. No, I get it. But there's this one that just stands
grabs
out.
you.
Yeah, and I walk up and I start seeing these other works of art, and you know, it'll be like a cartoon-looking bunny rabbit, like focused on like the most realistic Ritz cracker with like energy rays coming out. And obviously she's Lisa Bunny, and you know, this is a nickname she's had since she's been a little.
It's really cute, by the way.
So yeah,
I'm actually kind of jealous of it.
But you know, and then she, you know, paints, you know, robots and, you know, zombies and sci-fi characters, you know, very, very heavily influenced by like Doctor Who or things like that.
Yeah.
So that, you know, it's just attention grabbing and it's fun and it's whimsical. But as you look at the detail and you start seeing, there's
a deeper level.
Yeah, it's just really, really.
Wow, I can't wait. I'm actually very excited to Google it. And I wish she was here. I'd love to. I mean, I have to tell you, you're outstanding. You're very. It's a pleasure and an honor to meet you. And you represent your partner well.
Yeah,
I have to tell you that, and it's unfortunate, but I look forward to meeting her in the future. Next time you guys have a show or something, you can count on me being there.
Right.
I'm sure we'll go together.
Absolutely.
Well, I'll definitely tell you, keep an eye on toddthefox.com.
I will.
TODD the Fox.
You got that.
.com.
That's where all our upcoming shows, you can see pics, videos, you can see all kinds of stuff. You can even hear my cute little mama.
Aw, I love
there's
it.
There's a track.
Now, are you on Facebook as well?
I am. It's Facebook's a little trickier to get to because Facebook is Facebook.
It's Facebook, yeah.
So I always tell people to go to toddthefox.com
And then click the Facebook
there's
link.
There's a Facebook link
okay.
there.
What about Twitter?
We're on Twitter.
Okay.
Todd the Fox, at Todd the Fox Music, or
At
click
Todd the
link.
Fox Music. Okay.
Perfect. Well, Todd, you're incredibly active in multiple projects, and just recently you were a part last night of The Last Waltz. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how your experience went?
Absolutely. We had there's a guy who runs the local art collective. He's a driving force kind. I wouldn't say a behind the scenes kind of guy because everybody knows him, but he's the guy who puts the shows on, and he puts, he's the musical director for the sideshow, the yearly giant show that they have every May for the art group here in Dayton. He just in passing one day, we got done playing a show and he was winding the chords and we were kind of talking, palling around, and he said, I'd like to see somebody. I'd like to see somebody do The Last Waltz. I think that'd be cool. You mean the Scorsese documentary from the 70s? yeah. I wanted to see that. I think that would be cool to actually see live. I was like, yeah, well, it's too bad it was the 70s.
Right.
he said, well, we could get 4 or 5 local Dayton musicians and just have them do all the songs and just make a
what a cool idea!
Yeah, make a little concert
How
of
fun.
it. Fast forward a year and a half later, there are over 30 people involved in this, on stage and behind the scenes and running sound
That's
and
wonderful.
things.
How cool, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
It's.
I wish we would have been there for you.
Don't worry, we're trying our best to talk him into having a second one.
Cool. Well, let us know for sure.
We will see how that goes, but
yes.
Yeah, we actually, unfortunately, we sold out in about 15
No,
minutes.
unfortunately, come on.
Well,
seriously, that's amazing.
No, it's amazing for the people who got in the door, but
Yeah. And
for
for
the people literally had to be turned around.
production.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, Jeff is such a guy that his character is such that he's very community minded, and he wanted.
To be inclusive and to do something,
he started
to give something
gathering
back.
all these musicians, and everybody starts learning their songs and things. And he decided to, he said, let's just do this for charity. No money involved. We'll give our time, and let's just do it for charity. What's a good charity? The Dayton Food Bank. So
yes.
So
yes.
we worked out. We worked out a way to all the money raised at the door and any donations, because people paid. But they kept donating money because people are so awesome, and the Dayton community is so
Isn't
generous.
that great?
So we actually have raised enough money in 3 hours of a show to feed 23,000 people. 23,000 meals.
23,000?
Just from music, just from going out there.
That is
putting your
phenomenal.
talent on
I
the
love
line,
it.
and the community believing in us and rocking. And I'm telling you, they were.
That
rocking.
is amazing. I'm really, seriously, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So we are very pleased and very happy and very proud of it.
Absolutely.
And
You should be very proud of yourself.
I know.
Well,
Toot your own horn.
I can't take the credit. It's Mr. Jeff Opt. It's him. He's the driving force behind all this. The whole thing has been smooth. You know how musicians are. I don't know if you guys.
Well, I'm married to a comic, so I know how.
Oh my God!
Tell me about it. No, and I've had musician friends now and in the past, and I know it's definitely a shifty, emotional ups and downs, and it's I know. So I get it, but so to be able to come together collectively and do something for the greater good,
right.
And also something that's amazing to be a part of, that's creatively.
Yeah,
great. I mean, that's the hats off to you for sure. I mean, that's a hell of a feat to pull off. So
it's literally a celebration. So it wasn't a note for note perfect thing, but every character from that movie.
Well, the perfection is in the flaws anyway.
That's true. There's some truth in that. Yeah. So I was tapped to play the part of Ronnie Hawkins, the Hawk.
The Hawk.
Yeah. We were watching the movie. When we first started doing the practices, and we got to the third song in, and Jeff looked over at me and goes, "There's your part right there." I was like, "All right, I'm on."
Jeff the Fox playing or Todd the Fox playing the Hawk. I'm saying Jeff because of his name.
Todd the Hawk Fox.
Yeah, I like that one.
Work that out.
Oh my God! Well, those of you that are familiar with Todd know that he puts on an amazing live show and really captures an audience. Can you tell us a little something about what your process is as far as getting a show together?
Well, the policy's always been, if there's a microphone, we're there. So, and beyond that, we don't practice.
So you go on like an improv type of stuff?
That's a perfect way to think of it. So
Okay.
it's improv. Every time we play a song,
amazing.
It's a different thing, and it's just for that moment right there. You have to be
here now.
right there. Exactly. It's one of those, if you're out walking in the woods, or if you're out riding a roller coaster, or just doing whatever. I don't know how PG-13 this.
Right, yeah, we'll keep it clean. We'll keep it clean.
You are in the. If you're doing
I know where you were going with it.
If you're doing it right, you're in the moment. You're not thinking about tomorrow. You're not worrying about your taxes. You're not worrying about, maybe I should have bought that shirt.
Should have, could have, would have, blah, blah, blah.
It's right here, right now.
I love it.
It's a blessing and a curse, because if you're there for the magic, it is there, and it's powerful,
Absolutely.
and it's connecting. And if things go wrong, it's terrifying, because there's nowhere to go.
Right.
No safety net. You just fall.
In comedy, that's why they call it. You're either killing or dying.
Yeah.
So
I never really realized that, but I guess I have a lot in common.
Yeah, it's very closely linked. Trust me. So,
well, what can we expect to hear from you in the near future? Any shows or new releases that you'd like to let your fans know about right now?
Always got stuff coming up. Of course, ToddTheFox.com, TODD, thefox.com.
That's me too.
But we're constantly playing. We try to play 3 or 4 times every week. So for different things. So I don't want to give specific dates.
Okay.
But I will say this: we have been writing and working on the recording process of a new album. We have a live album that we've been peddling around the Miami Valley for about a year now. It's Todd the Fox Live, and it's literally these magic moments as we've gone through and found these different places, like when we've played on the radio, or when we played at we played at a car show one time and got some amazing captured moments. I usually try to take an audio recorder and catch what I can.
Right.
But when when you get something good, you take it, and when I've got a 10-track CD that we've been selling, but we're coming to the end of the run, and I kind of want to have something new. So we've been trying to do some new stuff. And
I'm sure whatever
actually
it is.
studio recording. So
that's exciting though.
See if we can catch some magic in the studio.
I think I have a feeling you're one to watch for sure, and hear. But that's it. I'm excited for you. I'm excited. This is great. You're awesome. I'm really happy to have had the opportunity to hang out with you, and I thank you for coming in tonight. We would like to thank Todd Fox for joining us, and also we'd like to give a big thank you to our film crew, Reelmo Productions, and Productions by Studio G for the studio time. We will see you next week when we are joined by the Charlie Tipton Band. Until then, hang out and stay tuned, because Todd is going to do a live performance here in the studio for your pleasure and ours. So thank you. Good night.
Good night.